Hello YouTubers, welcome to my channel. I'm going to be talking with you about Novak Djokovic versus Philipp Kohlschreiber. This is yet another upset that has taken place at Indian Wells 2019. Novak Djokovic is ranked #1 in the world in men's tennis and was the #1 seed at Indian Wells 2019 tournament. Philipp Kohlschreiber, who is unseeded from Germany, pulled off the biggest upset in this tournament. I would say that more people probably had confidence that Novak Djokovic would win Indian Wells, for sure, with how dominant he's been, then maybe even Naomi Osaka defending her title. People know Naomi Osaka's a great player and she's strong and all that, but there were a lot of question marks as to if she would be able to maintain this level, and so far she hasn't. So as I said, Philipp Kohlschreiber is an unseeded player, and he will be going up against Federer, I believe, next. Woo, that will be a tough challenge for him. Against Federer, my goodness. Or actually, I'm sorry, not Federer. It will be Gael Monfils. So with that, I don't think I'll do a preview for that match because it's not as sought after necessarily. But I would say Kohlschreiber may pull through that match. He's unseeded, but he's a tricky player. He's a tricky player. So anyway, Novak lost this match to Philipp Kohlschreiber in straight sets. That's not something you usually, accomplish over Novak Djokovic. You just don't. One positive upside for Novak Djokovic is that he is still doing well in doubles with Fabio Fognini from Italy. And so, he's still progressing there, so he can tweak some things in his game that may give him some advantage in terms of, net play, playing at the net, coming in to win points, finish off points faster. So it's still worth mentioning that he is, progressing in the doubles part of the draw. Novak Djokovic is a great player from Serbia. He is playing on a high level. He has come to win 3 Grand Slams back-to-back. The 2018 Wimbledon, US Open, and the 2019 Australian Open. So he's in a dominant top-level form. So this is a bit surprising, this Philipp Kohlschreiber upset. I would say last year's 2018 French Open exit in the quarterfinals to Marcos Cecchinato. That was a bit surprising as well, but it shows you that it is possible to upset Djokovic. This just comes out of surprise in that this was in the 3rd round of a premier mandatory tournament. So that's why I give Philipp Kohlschreiber the advantage even in his next match versus Gael Monfils. Now I think once he comes up against Federer or Nadal, he's going to fail because his past history with Federer is not very good. He hasn't seemed to be able to overtake Federer. So this is an amazing upset win, and I just want to go over some of the statistics of the match. They pretty much matched each other in aces. Um, Novak Djokovic produced too many errors off of his racket. That was one of his issues, too many errors. He had 3 double faults to Philipp Kohlschreiber's 1 double fault. With first serve percentage, they were pretty even, really. There was only 3% that separated them. 70% Djokovic to 73% Philipp Kohlschreiber. And in terms of winning the percentage on first serve, they were pretty close as well. 68% Djokovic to 69% Philipp Kohlschreiber. And with win percentage on second serve, it was 50% Djokovic and 56% Philipp Kohlschreiber. So it was tight, you know, 6-4, 6-4. So this was a tight match. And points overall, Kohlschreiber only, you know, how do I say, topped him by 6 points. So 66 to 57 points. So very close match. Kohlschreiber won more service games, 43 to 33 for Djokovic. So he just played in the more important points, in the more important times of the match, and defeated the world #1 Novak Djokovic. Wow. I don't think this should be discouraging for Novak Djokovic or Novak Djokovic fans. Like I said, I've always been a fan of Novak Djokovic before he even got to where he is now, and was even close to, you know, trailing Rafael Nadal and Roger Federer in their slam records. So I don't think this should be a discouragement because he'll reset and play again. It just shows that he is susceptible to being beat as anyone is. And at the French Open, there's question marks because that's been his hardest tournament, his most difficult tournament to contend in, to compete in. And it took him, I believe, it was 3 tries to win there. And then last year, he went out in the quarterfinals to Marcos Cecchinato. So, Marco Cecchinato. So, we'll see where he goes. But this is a huge upset, and Djokovic needs to go back to the drawing board and assess what things in his game he can change. All right, I'll sign off now. Feel free to subscribe. Bye-bye.